Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all well. I'm on the wrong side of the tripod again. I was so busy looking where Lexi was, and I started to press the button and get organised to film, and then I thought to myself, hang on, I'm on the wrong side. I've got Lydia with me. Doesn't she look snuggly? All snuggly and warm. Where did I get this blanket from? I can't remember. It was in Sainsbury's, two at Sainsbury's. It's lovely, isn't it? I do like her blanket she normally has, this her shawl, the white one with a tiny touch of pink. But I put her in the pram yesterday, which is grey. So I keep my blanket that came with her, which is like an off-white and grey with a grey rabbit on it, and this one in there because it all matches then. And I've got it trimmed with broderie anglaise pillow and a broderie anglaise baby nest. So she was in there yesterday, so she's got this on her, and it was cold. It's cold this morning. Hubby's walking around in a t-shirt, and I'm like, it's cold, and I am always hot because I'm postmenopausal, but I'm still always hot. And I'm walking around, I've got a t-shirt on, cardi on, been sat on the sofa with my snuggly blanket over me, and you know, watching Brief Encounter I was. And crocheting because I decided that I should chill this morning while I had 5 minutes, because there's not an awful lot to do. I cleaned through pretty much yesterday and the day before, and there's just a couple of little dishes in the kitchen which I'll probably do a little bit later. And I thought, oh, I'll go and change Lydia, but it's so cold, or I'm cold and I have no clue why, that I thought that I'd leave her all snuggled up in a blanket and picked her up like that, and I'm going to change her into a nice warm feeling outfit. It's got loads of traffic outside. It's like the world has suddenly gone back to normal. The shops are open, people are still wearing masks and all that kind of thing, but we've got so much traffic. Even the gaps in lockdown we've had before, I don't remember traffic like this. But then it's not been summer, and I know it's not technically summer yet, but the summer season starts now, and we're a seaside town, so obviously people start coming down bank holiday weekend, Easter. You know, in a normal year they might start coming down from like March. It seems to get longer and longer. It might just be me, but before you used to get like the seasons roughly say March, April, Easter time basically, and then the end of September the holiday camps and different things would shut down, and then some places now turned over and got more residential and more holiday homes as opposed to caravans and chalets, so that like increased the amount of traffic everywhere and footfall and things like that, which was a huge difference. I noticed it, and now it seems like the season goes on forever. It tails off a bit between like end of September, beginning of October, until like end of February, beginning of March. It is less, but it's not like it used to be where everywhere, like I've lived in Devon 26 years, and at first it was like dead in the winter because everything was shut down because the end of the season, and now it's not really like it. It's totally different. I don't know which I prefer, but you do feel like you've got the place back to yourselves once you get, the main holiday, the main summer out the way. And, we are really lucky to live where we live. Like, I can walk to the beach in 5 minutes, 10, maybe 15, maybe drive. But, it's a lovely town and I love it. And I actually never wanted to come here in the first place. But we moved here, and I'm like, I absolutely love it. I never want to live anywhere else. It's lovely. Everything is close to hand because it's only a small town. So like I can look out my kitchen window and see my vets. I can walk 10 minutes and I'm right in the centre of town, or less than 10 minutes, actually 5, and I'm right in the centre of town. I've got hairdressers and shops and boots and post office and anything you could need, dog groomers. Anything that I can think of is all pretty much there. And then we've also got lots of grockle shops, as we would call them. Grockles is what we call holiday makers. So you've got lots of grockle shops with all the things in, but then I quite like the tat. My oldest son, who's 43 now, he said to me one day, I was going back about 20 years, and he said, I'd been shopping and I came in and I got all these bits and pieces, you know, like you do. And he said to me, why is it with girls that they always buy a load of rubbish? I was like, I don't know, I never thought about it before. But you do, you go shopping and you come and you've got like a pen because you liked it, and a notebook because you liked it, and something else because you liked it, and a key ring. And it's like, we don't really need them, do we? But we see all these little things and we're like magpies, aren't we? And they catch our attention and then we just want to buy them and take them home and look at them. There's nothing better, is there, than going around all the shops and doing some shopping, and then, or even just going to one place, which is pretty much how we're like now these days. And you go to one place, like say I went to Matlan and did some baby shopping or something, and I'd be going through the shops and buying different things and going around the different departments there and having a nice little wander and come home. And then when you get in, you've got to let the dog out, make some coffee, sit down, haven't you? And with us, it's like sit down, take some painkillers and collapse for half an hour. But then when you've recouped, you have to look through what you bought, don't you? I don't know what it is, and I get so much pleasure out of looking at what I've bought, like my treasures from shopping. So I think that's why us girls like online shopping so much, because we cut out the middleman, don't we? Cut out the middleman and get straight to the main event. So yeah, traffic's moving slow. Let's see if I can show you. I always put my hand up. I don't know if it actually helps anybody, but I don't want to, I have to loosen my tripod, sorry. I don't want to actually make anybody dizzy. Hang on, tripod's caught in the bed. Look. Motorbike humming away, look. And then, I think there's roadwork still somewhere, and it's slowing everybody down. So that side of the road that's going out of Teignmouth is busy all the time, whereas this side is flowing okay. The other side's flowing okay. But that's the flats that are opposite my house. Ours are just like that, but pinky colour. And then that creamy building over there, creamy and brick, if you can see through the blinds, is the Baptist church. Cool, isn't it? And then you won't see through the blinds now because they'll look like a, oh, we're moving. Must be lights somewhere stopping the traffic because they're moving now, look. So there you go. That's the interesting things you can see out of my, I hope this isn't making you dizzy now, see out of my bedroom window. Here you go, let's turn back around, put that down on the, on Lydia. These things are never a good idea, are they, spontaneity? Oops, sorry. Oh, God. I might leave that bit, or I might try and edit it a bit. I don't know how hard it will be. Sometimes if it's just a tiny little error, it's so hard, isn't it, to get it just right. I'm sitting there and I'm trying to edit it, and hubby will be starting to talk to me, because as soon as I sit down, then he starts talking. And other times you sit there and he doesn't say anything. And then, but you bet your bottom dollar, if I'm in the middle of doing something, like trying to edit a video, and trying to add like a piece of text in the wrong place because I've said something wrong, or something like that, you can bet you'll start going on about some program we watch, like we stream Four in a Bed at tea time. I love it. And you know, and he likes these programs as well, and he'll start talking about all these things, or have you seen your granddaughter on Facebook or something like that, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, I've got, you know, one earphone in and he's talking to me and I have to keep stopping, so I stop what I'm doing, and then I you know, try and be patient and listen, and then I go back to it, and then he'll do it again and again, and then I'll say, oh, hang on, I'm editing a minute, and he'd be like, oh, sorry if I'm disturbing you. I'm like, oh. Oh, never mind. Trials and tribulations, isn't it? Right, I have got some, because I realise I haven't shown you what I'm dressing her into or changing her into. So my favourite little sort of socks, or favourite type of socks from Next, and then I thought I'd put this pointel and ruffle collar off-white onesie on her, and then these lovely fine knit leggings that I got from Matalan with a little bow at the ankle, which is really sweet. And then I thought, to keep her snuggly and warm, I'll put on the matinee set that I made her a few months ago. This wool is so soft, it's lovely. And then she'll be all snuggly. and warm. A nice little knitted bundle. I used to like that when my babies were small, and because obviously I knitted, oh look at her hair, so many things for them, and all the time when I was expecting, I used to knit and knit and knit, and then they'd have a collection of all sorts of things by the time they arrived. And because we did in those days, didn't we? Little cardies and blankets and all sorts of things. And then when they arrived, you pick them up, and they're this little bundle, aren't they, of softness and warmth. And it's just absolutely adorable because of all the knitted things. Really love it. I'm trying to get back into knitting more. I've got a nice stash of wool. Oh, that's my knee clicking and everything. But it's not only time, because you can do it just when you're watching TV, can't you? But it hurts my hand, my right hand. So I'm trying to do a little bit and build up. And I'm sitting there and I'm knitting a matinee set like she's got now, this one, same pattern and everything, but I'm just going to do it in plain cream, like in between cream and off-white. And I'm knitting it and I'm thinking to myself, crikey, I could have finished this ages ago, even 18 months ago. I could have finished this ages ago, and because I was thinking of doing it for a giveaway. And because that's what I decided. I decided that when I do giveaways, I'll do giveaways of things I made. So, which, yes, what's the matter with me this morning? We've reached 1,000 subscribers. So thank you. I went on where it says discussion and did say thank you to everybody. I tend not to look. I did come on the other day and noticed that my subscriber count was off, and I thought, oh, YouTube again, and didn't take any notice. And then when I was going through some videos and looking at analytics and things, I switched it back on. But I still didn't take that much notice. I knew we were getting close and had been for a while, but it goes up and down. It can go like, say, 962, and then a week later it'll be 957, and then it might go down a bit more, and then it goes back up, and it varies all the time. So I don't look all the time. I just don't bother looking. And when Tilly said, "Do you realise?" and I thought, oh yes. So I thought that was really cool. So thank you. I started making videos February 2018. And I started making videos to share the hobby, as I've told you before. And also I was finding that because we're in so much, I was losing my confidence a bit and getting anxiety about things like talking on the phone. You suddenly get this hesitation because you've got to phone somebody, and I was thinking, like, normally I can talk to anybody, it doesn't bother me like that. So I thought, well, you need to work on that then and do something to help you with your confidence, because that will help the anxiety perhaps. And it did. And I came on and I thought, well, I don't really care if nobody watches. It was just for the challenge and to share the hobby. And I thought maybe family might watch, but then, as you know, my kids or anything aren't interested in any of my hobby, so they're not going to. And I say that, and it sounds awful, I know, it makes it sound like, they could show a passing interest, but it's something they're really not into, so I can't really push it on people. I don't believe in pushing things on people. I try to share if I find out something, or if I know something, I like to share it because I think it's good to pass knowledge around. But apart from that, I just like, the same as with things that they're into, I might not have no interest in, but I'll just be interested, to a certain extent, because they are. But when it comes to, I'll take interest in what they're doing, basically, and they'll tell me about it and all this sort of thing, and I'll be happy, and I'll just say, oh, that's lovely, like when we do sports day and all the rest of it. Even when they're 43, they still want their mum, don't they, to chat to. So I'm happy with all that kind of thing. And then but I do wish sometimes that it didn't make me feel like they judged me as some 60-year-old loony. I'm like, they don't think that. I know they don't think that, but I know that they cannot understand my fascination with these babies. and it would be nice if they did. And I know, for instance, like I think that two of my granddaughters, they've both had dolls off me, and they've only not had them long. And I know it's because they can't put up with the comments and teasing from other family members, and they feel embarrassed, so then they don't use them anymore, or they get rid of them. Hi everyone, I'll be back again. I was filming and then all of a sudden it just disappeared, and have no clue why. My camera just went off. It's never done that before. I have got half a life of battery, so it should be absolutely fine. So I will just have to see what happens, won't we? And I'll just have to edit them together. But yeah, as I was saying, I would like to make it cut down on my craft stuff, which I've done really, because I've let it run down a lot. I still want to do crafts occasionally when I'm in the mood, but it's not very often anymore, because the sitting and that kind of thing, you know, is awkward, and the time and everything. But every now and again I know that I can't get rid of everything, because there's going to be times when I'm going to want to make a handmade album, and I'm going to want to make this and that, or make some cards or something, especially in the winter months. So I need some of it there, but I'd like the room to look more babyfied. So I decided that I'd tidy it a little and put some things away, and I've ordered some stickers to go on the wall, like hot air balloons, like nursery stickers, because I like hot air balloons. And I'm going to pick up some other bits and pieces and put around the room, so I'll have like a babyish craft room really. But I just wanted it more like that, more of a feel of a nursery. But the way I've got the clothes laid out and everything, I can't really change it much more than that. Like put if I didn't have the pram in there, I could have a crib in there. So it would be nursery-ish, but we've got two wardrobes down the end that I don't want to take out there, because I like the space in the bedroom, so I don't want to take them away. And I'd rather have them tucked out the way in the other room. And then I've got loads and loads of plastic sets of drawers, and I am going to change them actually. I didn't fancy wooden drawers, but I've seen some canvas drawers sets on Amazon. They're absolutely lovely, so I'm going to start collecting some of those soon, so it'll give the room a different aesthetic. And it needs a new carpet in there, so I'm going to change the carpet. This is all like over the next few months, so when it's absolutely completed I'll show you. In the meantime I might do like a vlog of it, and then like before and after. I can't do totally before because I've already got rid of a whole load of stuff. Caretaker's going to love me. I must have put about 4 black bags of things down the chute. And I've got another 3 black bags of clothes from my wardrobe and baby clothes to go to charity. So we've had a good clearing out session, because I've only got so much space. Like the babies have literally got 1 drawer each, so, and some of those drawers are shared. Like I've got 1 drawer that's small boys, and then 1 drawer that's Tristan's, 1 drawer that's Jameson's. Once those drawers are full, then I have to see what I can bear to let go of, because I can't do that thing of change them over from summer and winter and this sort of thing, much as I'd like to, because I just haven't got room. I've got nowhere to store it. I haven't even got like under bed storage. We've got drawers and they're narrow, so I've got nowhere to put anything. That's the worst thing we ever did actually, really, in a way, being as we live in a flat, was get rid of the framed bed and get a divan with drawers, because even though the bed is better, even though we don't sleep in it, even though the bed is better, it's only got a little drawer, so everything that we had stored under the bed, which is massive, isn't it? You can get under a bed and then put the cover over and you can't see it. I used to hide, like, you know, tubs of baby clothes under there and that kind of thing, and then and tubs of wool and different things, and they're all out of the way, and then the flat stays all nice and neat and not looking cluttered. And then we get rid of the bed, and all of a sudden you call this junk. All these lovely treasures, but you've got like, oh my goodness, now I'm going to have to be really strict with myself and either find some way of storing them, or else I've got to you know, get rid of stuff and clear out. So we did, you know, you have to get rid of books and all sorts of things. There we go. So there we go. So I think I might do that thing with the craft stroke baby room. I got this theory that if I make it look more baby orientated, like have storage, but it's babyfied, like pink or something like that, then it'll look more nursery-ish, and then by the time it's finished with a new carpet and a nice rug down and some decorations around the wall, I can still do crafts in there, and I can still do sewing and paper crafts. But when I go in there, it'll have a feel more of a nursery. That's what I'm trying to achieve. And all I've got to do is like not look at the two wardrobes down the end of the room. But it should look nice and pretty and pink. But pink is my favourite colour anyway. All shades of pink, especially that nice sort of vintagey looking pink. Yeah, that might be quite interesting, mightn't it, as a project? So we'll see. And also, like, hubby keeps all his model trucks in there from where he doesn't make them anymore. But he's got loads and loads and loads of model trucks. Moans about how many babies I got, and then you count his trucks, he's got about 50. And it's like, what are you going to do with them? You make them, put them on a shelf, they're dust collectors, and then I get lumbered with them in my craft room. But then, you have to share, don't you? I can't keep it all to myself. We've only got one space. Oh my God. Right. Oh, it's called compromise, isn't it? Oh, I shouldn't be so miserable. Not miserable, like mean. That's the right word. I didn't mean to say miserable. I shouldn't be so mean. But it is. I don't mean it, because his stuff is in there, and then, he can do whatever with it. But you do look at the shelves sometimes and think, those shelves were so handy when I had them put up. They were exactly what I wanted. But now, sort of 2-3 years later, I want to change it all out again, but I have no clue what I would do. And then I twigged yesterday that actually use them for storage for baby things, get some nice canvas boxes, because I've got some nice biggish shelves in there, or other things. And as the craft stuff goes down, swap these spaces, used it for baby things, even if it's just like little ornaments on the shelf and things like that. So that's what I'm going to do until eventually it's more a baby room, and I'll keep my desk, and then if I want to do anything at the desk I can, and keep some small amounts of craft things, but it'll be perfectly fine. Yeah, so there you go, that's me rambling on. Hopefully this won't disappear again. I don't know what happened just now. It just made a dink noise and my camera went off. So hopefully now this is all recorded and I can just put them up, and it'll be fine. So bye for now. Oh yeah, and I didn't say at the start, because you know me, I get distracted straight away. But big huge thank yous to everybody for subscribing, and please pop on a like, because it does us channel, us creators. Oh sorry, not the tripod, because I talk my hands all going all the time. It does so much for us with our analytics if you just press like. So even if you don't leave a comment, if you'd be happy to leave a like on a video, YouTube will then, bots will pick that up, and that'll make my videos easier to find for everybody, because the more likes and views you get, the more interaction on your channel, the more benefit you get in the analytics. So if you would like to just press like for me when you pop on. I do it when I go to any of the other channels that I watch, or something I'm interested in. I always click like even before I've watched the video. I don't want you to do it unnecessarily if you don't agree with it, you know me, but if you want to, it would be absolutely lovely. So thank you guys, and thank you so much for subscribing. Like I say, I started on doing the YouTube videos 2 years ago, February. I actually forgot I was so busy that this year in February with hubby, because he was still ill then, that I actually forgot the anniversary. So I thought it was gone past now, so there's no point in saying anything. But it was 2 years in February since I started making videos. I was absolutely amazed when I realised how long it was. It's gone so quickly, and I've absolutely enjoyed it, and I've made some lovely friends, and I have lovely people come to my channel, and I'm just overwhelmed. So thank you. Thank you for all your support, and well, just everything. Just thank you for everything. I'm no good at these sort of things, as you can probably tell. So thank you guys, love you millions, and I shall be back soon. So look after yourselves and each other. Bye everyone. This is my craft stroke baby room. So I thought I'd show you what goes on in here so that you've got an idea when I'm talking to you on video. And as we were saying in my last video, maybe a work in progress type thing might be quite interesting. to have. So this is, let's start on the bottom. In the corner over there is just some junk. It's got some bits and pieces. I'll just put them there for now. Got nowhere else to put them for the moment. The baby's hats are on top, so don't squash them. And that little doggy on there, my son won him for me at a fun fair about 5 years ago. So he's always around the room here somewhere, my youngest son Tom. And if we come back, then above, this area is like a workstation. When I used to have my shop, this was where I used to pack my parcels, and you obviously use it for cutting out fabric and things like that as well. So it's really handy. And then the drawers that are underneath were originally full of stock for the shop, and now it's changed to baby clothes. And the shelves were put up to make it into a craft room. So before, there was all sorts of craft things stacked up on the shelves. So if we start at the corner over here, trying to think like how I can give it to you so you can sort of get an idea. So it's one shelf, two shelves. At the top is all hubby's trucks, or some of them. There's another shelf like that the other side of the room, and then some clothes on the back of the door. There's always some there waiting to be put away. And then what I did yesterday was I had 4 of those paper holder things, those magazine holders, and I've got rid of 3 of them and put the stuff elsewhere, or got rid of it because a lot of it was small bits because I keep everything. And then in the star basket there are some pots of craft things, and in the boxes is some more craft things, and on top there is my candles and my wax melts that my son makes. And then I put the bottles in between with the lovely little sort of bush baby that Deirdre sent me from Deirdre's Hobbies and Lupus Life. Thank you, Deirdre. Oh god, something just fell over. And on the end I had these 2 baskets, and I thought, I'll put some things in there. So in there are all my rubber stamps and some embossing folders and general bits and pieces, which once they've all run down and I'm not using anymore or got rid of whatever, will be changed for baby things. Because I thought, if I put them in there, you can't see them. Hello, Lexi. And then it suddenly struck me, they don't look too bad on the shelf. You could actually store baby things in there, because you can alter how the shelves are at any time. You know, higher, lower, bigger gaps, smaller gaps, whatever you want. And then what we did then was down the bottom. Oh look, let me show you this. My daughter got me that. And it made me laugh because she was the worst teenager in the world. And then I did have some things hanging up there that had all the headbands on. I've taken it down now and started to fill the holes and tidy it up. And then, so I'm going to paint that over. And there's a box of stuff I want to send to my son, the one who lives in Paris. And then down this end where the teddy bear was that I was telling you about is that little sign. I got that from the pound shop actually. I thought it was lovely. Really nice. Leave room in the garden for your fairies to dance. For their fairies to dance. And then there's Ted. And then in that box there, the roses covered box, is all my headbands and slides. And in that box here, this pink suitcase, is nappies. And then this is like a baby's keepsake and jewellery box. So it's got, that's just the photo that came with it. I haven't changed it. And inside is all the girls' earrings and different things. And there's some drawers and things in it. And then under there is a keepsake box that is full of photographs and certificates and different things to do with the babies. Dumbo. This is where I cut my fabric, cut my paper, all that sort of thing. And then sometimes I put the changing mat on top of there and use it like a changing table. And the box next to my printer. And on top of the printer is all my water. This is where I've had them for the grandchildren, just water. It's empty actually, I think. No, there's water in it. And this is the hair serum that I use for the girls who've got a human hair. Some bottles and brushes and toothbrushes, baby wipes, dummies, just all those general things. Talcum powder, just all sorts of bits and pieces. And then I do stick things under the gap, which you can't see when you stood up. My guillotine and printer paper, big envelopes, that kind of thing, all under there. And then on the end, the drawer at the top, on the end there, and the next one down, girls' shoes, boys' shoes. And that's Ava's handbag as well. There you go, for the shoes. And then the boys' shoes are in this one. Lots and lots of shoes. I'm not the best aimer, mine. And then the bottom two drawers, then you've got craft things in. And then you've got Seren's drawer with her clothes in. There you go. Come back a bit so you can see. And the drawer under that. Now this is why I have trouble with hats. This is all hats and socks and things for the boys, and it doesn't matter how many times I tidy it, you've still got to turn them over to find stuff, so I give in with that. And then this drawer is smaller boys' baby grows, either newborn or 0 to 1 month. And then this one is Tristan's baby grows. There you go. And if we move along, then we've got Ruben and Ethan's drawer, but basically newborn 0 to 1 month boys. So that's all their clothes in there, apart from baby clothes. And then this drawer is messy, but this is Tristan's drawer. I was rooting in there, look, I haven't put it back. That's his hoodie set. So there you go. And then under him is Jameson's drawer. These clothes. And then down the bottom is where Tegan keeps all her Dolly clothes. And they're right down the bottom, so I don't have to get down there so often. Ooh, like that. And then across is Hubby's coughing. Lydia's drawer. All her clothes. And this is Scarlett and small baby's drawer. And then this is Narnia's drawer. And this is Abby's drawer. He's going to make coffee now, make a noise. He was asleep just now. If I go past the door, on the other side, I've got, that's where Teagan's baby Chase sits with Seren. Both of them is a picture my one of my granddaughters did me, my clock. And then under there is, at the bottom is Ava's drawer, and then the other drawers are full of things like socks and vests and girls' hats, that kind of thing. My messy desk, got the junk under there, and that's the top. There you go, photo of Teagan, Robbie Williams, somebody sent me, and my favourite photo of hubby sat in the boot with my grandson. And then over this side, that's where I watch my things, stream whatever I want, my overlocker, my faff sewing machine, puffed out now, bent down, and I got a Kallax with all these on different things as my fan, and there's all sorts in there. And there's my books, and then those boxes have got little keepsakes in. The bottom box is full of thread. You know, there's more in the top, and then my die cutter, my hairspray, because I can't spray hairspray in the bedroom or anywhere when I want to get ready to go out, because obviously your hubby will breathe it in. So I come in here and spray my hair on before I got the door, and then a bottle of water that I keep there so I can put it in my little travel line to iron things and bits and pieces on the window. And then in the basket, that's my coat up there. In the basket is printed off sewing patterns. Each grandchild has got a folder, like the purple one, that's got sewing patterns in that's their size and for them. So each grandchild's got their own little folder. And then some of my handmade albums. Don't know if you've seen these. I think that was one of them there. And that one seems to be a bit bumped there. I think it needs attention, but it'll be fine. I think that's an old one actually. Or is it my Christmas? Oh, it's my Christmas. Oh, never mind. Things happen. There you go. And then there's my pram. Lydia in the pram. and then all stuff underneath the parasol and the shade and things. And then there's an area here that I really don't know what to do with, so any ideas, be welcome for storage there. I was thinking maybe getting Calax that would do like upright for things, and then putting baskets in there and sorting it all out that way, because it should fit in there really nicely. That's my trolley I bring the shopping in with. And then there's my wool stash, and then normally on that little bean bag I push its seat down so it looks like a little sofa, and I sit Abby and Jameson on there, so it's really cool. Then I didn't show the top, did I? So if I come back over here, so that's what it looks like, look. And then on the shelf we've got rocks that we collected summer before last, and I'm waiting till it gets back to normal, and then we'll put them back out again for more people to find. And then some things are Teagans, like the unicorn there, and then some little tags I made for you know, when you want to send somebody something or for a present or whatever, just little tags I made and put them in, made a little box to keep them in. That train was in my mum's bedroom with her nursery things, and so was the dolly, and it's just junk in that little box. And then on the end by Peter Rabbit cup, my rabbit night light, which has got some bracelets I made around his neck, and Lexi's what's it called, the charity with the daffodils, it starts with M and it's gone, I'll remember in a minute, because Mum was in the hospice there, Marie Curry, and so we support them, so that's for her. My lighter for my candle, I could keep the habit of putting it up on the shelves because of the grandchildren, even though we don't really see them at the moment, but it's good to keep the habit, isn't it? And then there's my savings box and some punches, broken off thermometer that I thought instead of chucking it away I'll just pop up there so I know how warm it is. My mug, that balloon weight is from my great granddaughter's first birthday party. And then some more things up there, catechism and sewing book, all sorts of things, cards I've made and kept just in case I want one quickly. And then that picture Tegan made, Sylvia from Lost in Vinyl sent her happy mail, and that's the picture she made out of the little frame and easel that she's got. And then another album, and then it's all hubby's trucks. So I don't know whether to paint the shelves white. Don't know really what to do. I've got like as far as I can. In there is all craft stuff as well, and those battered old drawers. I was going to throw them out. I tried to give them to everybody because I don't like wasting, and nobody wanted them. And then they just sort of gradually got filled with craft stuff and bits and pieces. But I really want to get rid of them and have the space really. Or even just extend these boxes there. And eventually, like, they're all full of sewing stuff and fabric now. Like my fabric is in the bottom one. That's my, I'm making a t-shirt out of that, but that's my, oh, a moth. That one there's my fabric. So I want to, oops, I'm trying to do my foot. Yeah, when they're empty more, I want to put baby's clothes in all of these. Or something, I don't know. But you know, you more of that way than having it full of craft stuff. So there you go. So that's the room. So I will update it when I've done some more and show you how we're getting on. So bye.